Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high, cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold on, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up weekdays. Catch us live, somebody, let's go.
Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Pascal Show. Hope you guys are all doing well out there. Hope this show finds you in good spirits and all that good stuff. I'm on for a very short live, but I wanted to do this as a live with everybody because I had a lot of things to say. Got a lot of things I wanted to get off my chest on this particular title, on this particular story. I mentioned it in my pop-up video earlier today about the CARLEE Russell stuff. And there was something I'm really concerned about. I'm really concerned about this kind of thing. This is really frustrating to me because we don't need this. We don't. And I'm sure 5-0 all over the place, all over the country, all over the globe, doesn't want to have to deal with this either. Let's be real, okay? But before I go into everything, please, guys, welcome to every last one of y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all for being here and being a part of the conversation. It really does mean a lot, but we do need to talk about this because this is a real thing, y'all. This is some real ish, okay? So do me a favor as you guys start to file in. Hit that like button down below. Send it past, if you're watching on YouTube, send it past 300 likes. That would really, really mean a lot, all right? If you're watching on Facebook, react, hit that reaction button. That would really mean a lot as well. And of course, do not forget to hit that subscribe button if you're on YouTube, and if you're on Facebook, don't forget to hit that like and follow button over there as well. It'd be great to have you part of the Pascal Show family here. That would really, really mean a lot, okay? Anyway, guys, and of course, if you want to join my membership, by all means, you can hit that join button down below if you're watching on YouTube, or you can join my Patreon, patreon.com/the Pascal Show. Actually, let me show that to you. Patreon.com/the Pascal Show. Okay, guys. But anyway, we got to get into some things. We got some conversations we got to have, y'all. Okay. You know, this is what's frustrating about this whole situation. I think that people are very worried, and I get why people are very worried right now. It makes sense why people, after this whole CARLEE Russell thizang went down, and obviously we're still on CARLEE Russell watch, okay? We are still on that watch right now. We haven't heard anything as of yet, as far as everything that's popping off. There is rumor about CARLEE Russell maybe turning herself in quietly on the low. She might just get shackled. We don't know. But apparently they're saying that she could be looking at 2 misdemeanors that could end up being she could end up just paying a fine, a hefty fine, or she could spend some time in jail. Now, I just did that as a pop-up video. Go check it out. Obviously, they're talking about it a little bit more. There's some new articles that have kind of sprung out since I put out that video. So they are kind of diving in a little bit more into that story about that information. And of course, like I said, what say you guys? Do you want to see her locked up, or do you want to see her pay a fine and let it be what it is? And I know there's some people out here that just say, oh, just leave her alone. Just leave her alone. She did what she did by putting all this focus on her. What is it doing, right? It's only giving her more attention that she doesn't even need, right? But I'll leave that up to you guys. Please comment down below. Let me know what you think, okay? If you're watching on all the platforms that I'm streaming, please comment down below. Comment in the family chat. Let me know. Me personally, I said my piece in my video. Go check it out if you get some time. But one of the things that I'm really concerned about, and I think a lot of us were really concerned about, was this piece, that this could start an onslaught of other people trying to do the same doggone thing. In fact, this is kind of weird, y'all. I'm going to be real. This, and let me show it to you. Hold on. Let me make sure it's big enough for you guys so you guys can see it. This is the thing that is really aggravating me. Okay, we're gonna get straight to the conversation. We're gonna get straight to the stuff. We have an 11-year-old that got arrested. An 11-year-old girl that was arrested after she texted 911, telling 911 that one of her friends was taken. And then there was a huge, elaborate search for this friend that she said was missing. Now, I know that there's a lot of people that are worried. There's a lot of people that are scared of, man, this is going to inspire some more kids, some more people to do some stupid ish. But look down below, underneath the bold title, underneath there, it says the girl reportedly told deputies a YouTube challenge gave her the idea to prank 911, thinking it would be funny. This is the piece that I get scared of. I'm more worried about this than I am about, oh no, this, now they're not going to look up. Now police and media isn't going to care about other missing people. I don't think that's the case. I think that we are still out here. We're still holding that torch up high. We're still keeping that energy. We are still saying their names. We are still hashtagging those people who are missing as well. The one thing I'm worried about is that other people, young ones as well, in this case, get inspired. Get the inspiration from someone pulling a hoax and them doing it again. Now, I don't even know what the hell this YouTube challenge is. And if some of y'all do, let me know. But I'm going, what the hell is this? What the hell is this YouTube challenge? What kind of YouTube challenge is out here that would make an 11-year-old girl watch it and go, yep, I'm about to do that? Where's that? Where's that video? Where's the YouTube challenge? That's what I'd like to know. And if it is a YouTube challenge, that YouTube challenge needs to be destroyed. Unless she was just straight up inspired by watching the craziness that's been going on, the craziness that's been unfolding around CARLEE Russell's case, or CARLEE Russell's hoax. Let's keep it real. Because it seems a bit weird that she did this around the same time CARLEE Russell was missing. Then she finally admits the truth that she done lied up in this mother lover. Is it a coinky dink? Or is it straight up inspiration? That's what I'd like to ask you guys. But let's take a look at this article. Like I said, let's get straight into it. We got to get into this article. I got a little news clip we're going to take a look at as well. There's body cam footage showing her getting arrested up in this biznai. Straight up, this 11-year-old girl gets arrested because she tells 5-0 that her friend was kidnapped. It was a lie. This girl gets detained for doing so. So I'm going to ask this before, and I'm probably going to say it again. Okay? I'm just going to say it again later. So just full on surprise, full on heads up. Don't be surprised if I repeat myself here. But isn't it interesting how quickly this young woman, or this young girl, 11, by the way, gets arrested. She got arrested, y'all. They put the shackles on her quickly when they found out it was a lie. So why haven't they done the same thing for CARLEE? I'm just asking. I'm asking for a friend. Hashtag asking for a friend. Hashtag done with this BS. Why? Okay. I digress. Let's get into this article. And I'm going to say it again. I don't give a damn. So if I sound like I repeated myself, I don't give a damn. Because I'm going to say it again. Trust and believe. I'm going to say it again. Okay? So let's get into this. And let me blow this up so you guys can see this in the nosebleed seats, because I know some of y'all still have your iPhone 3s. No shame, but some of those phones be tiny. Okay? So let's get into this. An 11-year-old faces criminal charges. Criminal charges. Because she faked a 911. She texted a fake 911 report. Just so you know, I'm getting ahead of myself. But again, don't we know somebody that done did the same doggone thing? Fake report. Put everyone on a wild goose chase. This one lasted shorter than what happened with CARLEE. But still, think about that for a second. Okay. And she's still home. She's still home, eating her mom's cooking and enjoying her time. Maybe she's not. Maybe she's grounded. Maybe she's being treated just like a 16-year-old right now. You know, they've restricted her TV privileges and her cell phone privileges. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe she's been grounded like a 16-year-old, but I don't know. No more car privileges. Maybe they took the car. Something like that. Sold it to somebody else. I don't know. I'm wondering what it's like in the Russell household right now as we speak. But I digress. Again, this 11-year-old is facing criminal charges after she reportedly texted 911 to report her friend was kidnapped. Something that turned out to be fake, according to deputies. This all happened Wednesday morning in Port Orange, an area south of Daytona Beach. This is what the sheriff's office said in a release. The 11-year-old, whom Tampa Bay is not naming due to her age, and obviously we don't need to know her name. She's 11. But if she's about to be 26 years old, you better tell somebody. All right, she texted around 9:45 a.m. in the morning to report. She texted 911 around 9:45 in the morning to report that her 14-year-old friend had been taken and that she was following them in a blue Jeep. Over the next hour and a half, the 11-year-old text dispatchers updates that included a description of the alleged kidnapper and the fact that the man had a gun. I'm going to get back to that in a second. The girl also said the kidnapper was driving a white van on southbound Interstate 95 in Oak Hill. As the girl was texting 911, authorities from multiple agencies in the area responded to the reported taking and searched for the van. But they didn't find anything. At least that's what the release has said. Eventually, during their investigation, deputies said they were directed to a home on Poppy Lane in Port Orange. Shortly before 10:30 a.m., this was quick. Like I said, this was hella quick. Shortly before 10:30 a.m., deputies said they arrived at the home and spoke with the girl's father, who said she was inside with the family. When the girl went out to meet deputies, she was holding her cell phone and it was ringing, the agency said. And at the other end of the line was Volusia Sheriff's Dispatch. So it was 911 calling her back and trying to say, hey, we're just trying to make sure everything's cool, blah, 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 make sure she's all right, so on and so forth. What else do you have? Do you have any more descriptions other than just a man with a white van and a pew-pew? Okay. Deputies said they confirmed they were at the home and would take it from here or take it from there. Body cam video released by the sheriff's office shows a few moments after the 11-year-old's arrest. A group of deputies appears to surround the handcuffed girl, whose face is blurred in the video, obviously, as it should. She's 11, for crying out loud. Stay calm, one of the deputies said on the camera. You can talk to your parents. We can open the window and let you talk to them. Nothing's going to happen to you. Do you understand? I'm telling you this right now. Another deputy chimed in. You're going to take this as a lesson at 11 years old that if you do something stupid in the future, you're going to enjoy those cuffs. Okay. She says, I'm not going to do this again. Damn right. She shouldn't have done it in the first doggone place. She says, they said, such and such, this is going to be an opportunity for you to turn this into a learning experience. The first deputy continued. This is not something you're going to carry with you for the rest of your life. Okay. The girl reportedly told deputies a YouTube challenge. Let me highlight that really quick. YouTube challenge gave her the idea to prank 911, thinking it would be funny. However, the sheriff, Mike Chitwood, said he wasn't amused. This kind of prank activity is dangerous. We're going to investigate every incident, but today it was wasted valuable resources that might have helped someone else who legitimately needed our help, he said in a statement. Damn right. The girl was charged with making a false police report concerning the use of a firearm in a violent manner, a felony, and misuse of 911, a misdemeanor. She was eventually taken to juvenile detention center. Look, Volusia Regional Juvenile Detention Center. I'm just highlighting this so you guys can see this. This is an 11-year-old girl, by the way. 11. She's 11. Okay? 11. And she is still getting arrested for doing what she did. Because she said some crazy ish. She told them, yeah, my friend was taken. They're in a white van. And of course, it's got to be a white van, right? They're in a white van. It's a man, and he's got a pew-pew. He's armed and he's dangerous. That's what she said. Cops went all over the place doing their thing. They were able to track, and they found themselves at the front door of her home, of her family's home. Imagine if that door opened and something worse happened. Someone got hurt. Deputies pulled out their pew-pew and start aiming and start pulling triggers. Anything could have happened. Because they assumed, because they were listening to this young girl, giving them moment-to-moment updates about her fake friend being abducted. Now, the thing I'm still wondering about, the thing I'm still confused about is this YouTube challenge. Because that's still something that has not been said yet. The hell is the YouTube challenge? What is it? And if anybody knows, please comment, because I want to know what the hell this YouTube challenge is. Because I mean, there's plenty of YouTube challenges out here that are like the Tide Pod challenge. Don't do it, kids. Just don't. I'm sure there's like a ding dong ditch challenge, which, by the way, there's been some very, very bad things that have happened to people who've done ding dong ditch. There's been plenty of stories out here where people have done challenges. What's the one? It was like everybody was freezing. I forgot the name of that one. That was a challenge. It was a song that just never stopped. It was so annoying. And this was so long ago. Okay, so long ago. But you froze. I forgot what it was called. But anyway, those are safe. Those are fun. To a certain extent. I mean, it ain't. Thank you. The ice bucket challenge. Yes, plenty of people were doing that. And that was for a good thing, right? There was raising awareness for certain things. It was great. Diana, thank you so much on Facebook, and Madeline and Soleada, I think. But thank you so much for the ice bucket challenge. Oh, and let's not forget, yes, D West. Yes, the mannequin challenge. I couldn't. That girl in the right? Wasn't that the song? with the mannequin challenge? Or maybe I'm wrong. I just don't remember. But anyway, and there's a reason why I don't remember. Okay. But there's plenty of other challenges. Divine, thank you so much. Yes, mannequin challenge. Plenty of those challenges that are out here that are safe and kid friendly. You know what I'm saying? Kid approved. Fun and stupid and brainless that have nothing to do with somebody being taken. What is it? The Liam Neeson's challenge? Is it the Carlee Russell challenge? Like, seriously, what is it? Because what makes somebody go, oh, that's a great idea? What kids on YouTube say, this is a great idea? Let's prank 5-0 and let them know, let them think that somebody was taken and put them on a wild goose chase, burning precious time, precious man hours, precious monies, taxpayer money, by the way, to go on this wild goose chase because this girl has a wild imagination. What was the YouTube challenge? I ask because I'm wondering, is there really a YouTube challenge out here where they're like, I got a great idea, guys. We're going to prank. We're going to prank everybody. You know, like one of those Jake Paul guys. Sup, guys? What's doing about that? We're here. We're about to do this prank. We're about to do this. We're about to break the law. Is it that? Did she really watch a video by somebody like that? And they said, we're going to break the law. We're going to convince our local PD that somebody's been taken against their will. Don't forget to crush that subscribe button. Pow! You know what I'm saying? And then she said, yeah, this is a great idea. I'm about to do this the same damn thing. I don't think that there's a YouTube challenge at all. I really don't think it is. I think she was inspired by none other than Carlee Russell. That's what I think. YouTube challenge my ears. Okay. Like, unless somebody out here on YouTube suddenly created something. You know, in fact, hold on. Before we even look at this news clip, I'm gonna entertain the idea for a second. Let me just put it in. Let me just put it in. Let me just type this in really quick. Let me try this. Carlee Russell challenge. Oh, what? No. Well, it's funny because you type in you type in Carlee Russell challenge, and it's just all Carlee Russell stuff. It's all Carlee Russell stuff. Just news, updates, so on and so forth. Nothing big, right? Nothing about a challenge or a prank. Hold on, let me try prank. Nope. Pretty much all the same stuff. Pretty much all the same stuff. All of it's the same. So again, you're telling me that she just woke up one day, opened up her phone, her little cell phone, opened up YouTube or TikTok or something like that. She said it was a YouTube challenge, and it said, okay, hold on. Kidnapping prank. See what that does, because I'm sure there's plenty of those. Okay. Oh, damn. There's plenty of like fake hostage pranks, fake kidnapping pranks. So I could see that for sure. Shoot, there was one that was made 6 days ago. Literally. Kendrick Curry. But all these things are so hold on, let me just show you guys this. Like all these things are so plotted and interesting. Them right there. But all these things are so plotted out. It's ridiculous. Look. Stuff like that, right? A lot of this stuff is fake. Even the idea, right? the idea of the fakeness. It's very frustrating. But this kid thought it would be a great idea to hit up 911 and say that their friend was taken. Then give all these details, say this person was armed and dangerous in a white van. They track the text messages and all that back to her front door. Father opens the door and says, yeah, my daughter's in here. She comes out, phone is ringing from dispatch, so that's a dead giveaway. And then she gets arrested. So let me show you guys what I mean. Let me show you guys what I mean. Let's take a look at this bad boy. This is just a news clip, but it gives us a little bit of the stuff that's going down. And if you guys are, if you guys can, please do me a favor. Do me a solid. Hit that like button down below. Crush it, please, and thank you. And of course, do not forget to hit that subscribe button as well. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook, hit that like and follow button. All right, that would be greatly appreciated. Let's go.
Developing this morning, an urgent reminder for parents to track what their kids are doing on social media. An 11-year-old, if you can believe that, has been put in handcuffs after Volusia County, Florida deputies say she led them on a wild goose chase after reporting, get this, a fake kidnapping. We have Fox 35 Orlando's Randy Hildreth. She is live for us. And Randy, deputies say she told them that she got the idea from a challenge on YouTube. Is that right?
Yeah, and they did not and do not find this funny. This morning, she's waking up here at the Volusia County Juvenile Detention Center. As you
Can I just say something really quick? One thing I do want to point out, she spent the night there, guys. She spent the night. So she did this yesterday morning, all of this buffoonery. She was found out. She was exposed. It didn't take 49 hours for her to be found out. They put her in handcuffs and took her to a juvenile facility, period. What's up with CARLEE Russell? That's the only thing I ask. And I get it. Florida be different out here, y'all. Florida, no disrespect to my Floridians. I'm just saying Florida be different, okay? Y'all different out there. Okay, the state be different. But at the same time, CARLEE ain't that far. She in Alabama. She ain't far. So why, on some real stuff, why is this young kid, 11 years old, being thrown in for doing what she did that quickly, fast? CARLEE's still out here eating Cheez-Its and granola bars. Freedom. Oh, by the way, it's not like they said, well, we need to get a lawyer for our 11-year-old daughter so that we can come to you and make a statement and all that stuff. They arrested her and she was taken in. That was it. No hesitation, no days in between, nothing. Arrested, and she's 11. All right. Again, let me just play more. But she woke up this morning. She went, it's a beautiful morning in the juvenile detention center. Eating cold oatmeal or heat up Hot Pockets. Seriously, chilling in the cut or in a facility. Let me just say that again. Let's continue. And you got CARLEE Russell back home eating a mother-loving turducken, for crying out loud. I guarantee you. So let's continue.
You mentioned she was handcuffed, brought here because of this whole situation. The deputies worked up and down I-95 yesterday trying to find what they believed was a kidnapping victim. That they got an alert about someone who had been kidnapped. They even put the chopper up to try to find this person. Turns out there was no person after all.
Of course.
And as you mentioned, they said that the young girl said that she was inspired, if you will, to do this based on a challenge on YouTube. Deputies were able to ping the cell phone of that young girl based on the 911 alerts that had come in, tracked that to that home where she lives, and found her there. And once they started talking to her and the family, they found that this lie started to unravel.
I'm going to play this here really quick, but you know what frustrates me about this? This is the kind of stuff that we don't need happening right now, especially when we have real people out here in these streets missing. Let me remind you, I just did a video about Alicia Watts that is missing out in Charlotte, North Carolina, or just in North Carolina right now. No one knows where this woman is. Please, by all means, go and check out that video. Alicia Watts missing right now. Do you know that there are people out here that were like, oh yeah, some people were commenting on articles and stuff saying, oh, this is just another one, just another fake one. Just wait for it. I'll wait, but this is another fake one. And I'm sitting there going, wait a second, this is not the energy that we need. And then we have something like this happening, and again, dang, it doesn't need to happen like this. We don't need this. This is not helping the many, many missing kids, missing men and women that are out here. Every single time that something goes missing, that now we're just gonna not do anything. We're just gonna sit there and go, that's fake news. That's not fair. That's not right. There was another girl that was missing, a 16-year-old by the name of CARLEE Sellers, I think her name was, if I'm remembering it correctly. 16 years old. She went missing. Apparently, she ran off with somebody, I guess, and she came back home safe. But people were out here trying to make it seem like it was fake, saying that she was faking her disappearance. And I'm sitting here going, like, y'all, just because we got bamboozled on the Carlee Russell thing does not mean that every single other person that goes missing, white and black, white and people of color, every color under the sun, does not automatically mean that it's fake. And that's the thing I fear. And I'm sitting there, I'm pushing so hard to sit here and say, no, we are not going to allow that to happen. We are not going to allow that to happen. We're going to keep telling our stories. We're going to keep spreading the word. We're going to keep saying their names. We're going to keep hashtagging their names and bringing awareness no matter what. Because that's what we do. That's what we do out here, because we're good people. We don't automatically assume that every single person now that's missing is fake. That's not how we do things. A situation like this does not help our cause. It doesn't. And I get it. She's 11 years old. Kids do really dumb things at 11, but you don't do this at 11. You just don't. Especially when you're bringing in 911, when you're bringing in 50 into the mix and lying through your teeth. You don't do those things, y'all. You just don't. It's stories like this and stories like Carlee Russell's story that put a very bad taste in these missing, on these, shed a very bad light on these missing person cases. And that's what's so frustrating about it. That's why I wanted to bring this up. Not only just that, but I did want to point that out the most, because stories like this, yes, they need light under the sun, and people need to know about this. Real talk. They do. Because there are dumb-ish people out here that will go out of their way to do stupid things like this. And we need to see them so that we know that they actually happen. But we shouldn't be holding them tight and going, oh, so if she's done this, that means everyone else has done the same. That's not fair. And that's not right. Again, for those of you guys, because Emily on YouTube is asking me for a recap. Real quick, 11-year-old girl was arrested yesterday. She is in a juvenile detention center right now because she faked a 911 call, telling 911 that her friend was arrested. She said that her friend was taken into a white van by a man, and this man was armed and dangerous. That's what she said. Cops were able to go back, track the phone, the phone that was sending out these text messages to 911. because she was actually giving them descriptions while she was following them in a car when she really wasn't. She was faking this whole thing. Cops were able to track that phone. They went to her home, where you see right here, and she was caught because dispatch tried calling her while they were talking to her about this whole thing. So proof positive, there she is. She's the one who was lying about all this. They put her in handcuffs, and she is looking at charges. And I'm sitting here saying, why? Why is this 11-year-old kid getting everything? They're throwing everything and the kitchen sink, rightfully so, at this 11-year-old. But why are they not doing the same doggone thing to CARLEE Russell? So let's continue on with this news clip really quick. And I think they're going to be playing some of the body cam footage here. So let's take a listen or take a look. And of course, please make sure you hit that like button. Hit that like button down below. If you're watching on Facebook, react. If you haven't done it yet, please subscribe on YouTube. And of course, hit that like and follow button on Facebook. That'd be greatly, greatly appreciated. Let's rock and roll.
I'm telling you this right now, you're going to take this as a lesson at 11 years old, that if you do something stupid in the future, you're going to enjoy those cuffs.
Hopefully your little friends and other parents would be like, oh my God, this isn't funny.
Really? No kidding.
Now, the sheriff here, Mike Chitwood, again, taking this very seriously, so much so that he is setting up a series of community meetings to try to put this on the radar of students, of parents, not to do anything like this. He says in the last week, in fact, they have had 3 other swatting calls where someone makes a call and claims that something has happened, and deputies respond and they realize that is not the case. So they will start meeting with community members on Monday to go over what this means when people make calls like this and there is not a true emergency.
Okay. Again, let me just, I'm trying to bring this home a little bit, and I'm trying to connect the two. Whether she was watching and inspired by fake pranks on YouTube, or if she was inspired by the CARLEE Russell effect, which everyone is worried is going to infect like a virus into every other missing person's story or every missing person's case. They made an example of her. They made an absolute example of this 11-year-old girl. Some people might go, man, that was harsh, man. Damn, she 11. She 11. Some people be like, yep, that's exactly what she deserves, because that's wrong. Now imagine if she did this whole hoax for 49 hours and this was a national story. Add in a red-headed white man with a bald spot in the back of his head, with a woman playing with her hair, feeding her Cheez-Its, a baby in the corner, and her missing for 49 hours. Oh, and let's not forget the dramatics. Y'all haven't even thought about this in a while with CARLEE Russell. Think about this for a second. Don't mean to go off the beaten path, but it's connected. She goes, after 49 hours of missing, she walks through the woods, wherever she was, after she's eaten she ran out of all her granola bars, all of her Cheez-Its. I guess she got tired of wearing that robe from the spa that she worked at, that she stole it from. Maybe she ran out of toilet paper, because, you got to boo-boo sometimes, you feel me? Maybe she was using for napkins, because, those Cheez-Its can leave some residue. She walks in through the woods, finds herself in the neighborhood. She walks through the neighborhood. She saunters through the neighborhood. Oh, let's not forget the $107 that's in her right sock. Okay. She sees the home, and she sprints like a bat out of hell to the house, knocking on the door. Parents open up the door. She's there with a busted lip that she did herself, which I don't know how she did it, and a torn shirt. That's easy. You could just do this and it's done, right? She's seen panting like crazy. She's home. And then all of a sudden she goes, falls to the ground. And then parents are going, oh, baby, oh, she's unresponsive but breathing. 911. She ran home and she did that. She lied to her family. I mean, allegedly. I mean, we're just gonna say allegedly. She did all that stuff, y'all. I just want to paint that picture. This kid did 911 and said all this other stuff, and she still was arrested. She was arrested, and she's 11. You see what I'm saying? This girl did so much stuff, such an elaborate thing. Then she goes home and she says all this stuff. She says, a redheaded white man with a bald spot in the back, and I called him Vinton. Then you got the woman that was sitting there playing with her hair. She definitely got to be white if she was messing with her hair. Feeding her the Cheez-Its that she took with her. There's a baby in the background. But then she tries to escape several different times. She said such an elaborate thing. This became national, international news. Everybody and their mama gave a damn about this story. Put all their time and effort into this story. This was 49 hours of not knowing where this woman was, and we still don't know where she was, by the way. She put on such dramatics. She left her wig, her expensive ass car on the side of the road, all of her belongings, all the spoils that she has, I'm sure she gets from her parents. All those things, she discarded everything, including the lace front glued wig on the side of the road. Put all this dramatics, and she still hasn't been brought in to justice, or at least face the music. But he got an 11-year-old arrested for a 911 call. She faked. Let's not forget, CARLEE Russell did fake a 911 call. She did make fake reports to 50 when they asked her, after all the dramatics were done, she gave in a very elaborate story about the redheaded bald man named Vinton or Cletus, the baby, her in an 18-wheeler, her in the back of an 18-wheeler, being fed Cheez-Its, trying to escape many times. Then she was able to break free and find herself at home. All of that was a lie. And yes, she's still home. So why is this 11-year-old getting this kind of treatment and CARLEE ain't? CARLEE should be getting the worst of it all. This should be opposite day. Shouldn't it? Or am I just out of my doggone mind? Makes no sense to me, guys. It makes no bloody sense to me. They charged her with a felony. Yep, Jay. She was charged with a felony, this 11-year-old. This 11-year-old. Now, I get it. Each state has their thing. They do things differently and all that. But at the same time, though, the crime should meet or should match the punishment. That's what I think when it comes to this situation. And you see an 11-year-old girl, whether she was inspired by CARLEE Russell's buffoonery or not, she still is getting the worst of the worst. She's being made an example of, by the way. Oh, we're going to teach her a lesson. You're 11 years old. You're never going to do this again now, are you? This is a 26-year-old grown-ass woman that I don't even know whether she was an actual nurse or not. Is she really in nursing school or not? I'm just asking. I need to know these things because I'm quite curious. Is she really in nursing school or no? It's so confusing because I keep thinking that maybe she's a pathological liar. And she's all about optics. She says things. I mean, I don't know. Speculation here, guys. I'm just speculating. But again, you got an 11-year-old girl who is in juvie for doing less than what CARLEE Russell did. Is that balanced in your opinion? Again, two different states, two different laws, two different ways they look at these types of crimes that were broken or laws that were broken. I get it. But at the same time, she's still being treated. She's still being treated kindly. She is. Now, I said this earlier on the other pop-up video. She's looking at a couple things. Most of them are misdemeanors. She could pay a hefty fine. She could spend time in jail. We don't know. But in my mind, they went easy on her. Whatever she ends up getting, she went easy on her. They went easy on her. They did not arrest her. She is, so far, the rumor mill was constantly saying, oh, yeah, she's about to get arrested, everybody. Get ready. It didn't happen. She didn't get arrested. She chilling at home. Trust me, I was looking on the county's mugshots database to see if she popped up, spelled her name 15 different ways. Did Carlethia, did it all. Nothing. Zero. Goose egg. Nothing. She ain't arrested. She's still home. Chilling. So I leave that up to you guys. I leave that question up to you guys. Is it fair or no? This 11-year-old is getting the treatment that that Carlee Russell should be getting. That's what I think. Yes, this kid, she broke some laws. She should be dealing with it too. But Carlee getting the easy road, son. She getting the easy road. That's what I think. I'm going to check some of you guys' comments here really quick. I appreciate all y'all for being here. Do not forget, hit that like button down below. Hit that subscribe button, all right, on YouTube. And of course, hit that like and follow on that Facebook. Please and thank you. Working our way to 100,000 followers over on Facebook. So please hit that follow. Anyway. Yes, Delana. Carlee on YouTube. Thank you so much. Carlee needs to be held accountable for her actions. That's for sure. I agree. And I do want to ask you guys, do you think law enforcement were a little too harsh on this 11-year-old girl? Do you think the charges are too harsh for her, given the fact that she's 11? Or do you think she's really getting what she deserves? Please let me know. Please comment that. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. Let's continue with some of your thoughts here. Felicia on Facebook, thank you so much. She said she should be in jail. Yeah, she should already be in jail. That should have already happened. But she's got a lawyer protecting her. So in my mind, I'm like, where's this 11-year-old's lawyer? Why isn't she being protected? She still did something stupid. I'm not sitting here trying to say that she shouldn't be paying the piper. Damn right she should be. She broke laws and she did something really stupid. But just very interesting, the turn of events for this 11-year-old in comparison to Carlee's situation. It's crazy, y'all. Crazy. Audrey says on YouTube, too harsh spending a night for an 11-year-old. Okay, fair. That's how you feel. I get it. Kristen on the YouTube said that too. Too harsh. Maria Gutierrez, not fair at all. Yeah, I don't think it's even. It's a little off kilter in my opinion. This whole thing, it's off kilter, y'all. Brianna, thank you so much for the comment on YouTube. I think too harsh. But I guess since the whole Carlee thing, they're not playing any games. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I feel like now because of that, there will be some heat on this type of situation for a little while until it dies out. And then we'll be like 5 years from now. Remember that girl? Remember that, what was her name? Charlie? Watch. Black Lady Jane. What's up, Black Lady Jane? No, not harsh. It's time to get back to basics. Teach them while they're young. That's what would have happened when I was 11, coming from a boomer. I will say this too. Yeah, I do think that growing up, there would have been the same type of reaction from 5-0. If I did something like that, yeah, I would. They would have. Yeah, there would be some reprimanding for sure. For sure, definitely some reprimanding for sure. What I read, yep, it was a YouTube challenge, but I don't know what YouTube challenge she was looking at and why she did it that way. Then the other thing too, that's the other thing. Thank you so much for commenting or putting in that comment. Who said that? Patricia. Thank you, Patricia Gallant on Facebook. Thank you for reminding me. If it was a YouTube challenge, where the camera at? Was she filming this? Was she using this? Was she trying to make content for YouTube? Or was she just straight up trying to do a prank just for ish and giggles? Questions that I have. If she said, oh yeah, it was a YouTube challenge I saw on a YouTube channel and I thought it would be funny, then where the camera at? Somebody got a cell phone filming this whole thing? I'd like to see proof of that, because is she using it for content or no? That's what I'd like to know too. Doesn't make sense. Eliza, thank you so much for the comment. YouTube. Okay, CARLEE's kidnapping was major news because at first most thought she was this heroine who tried to save a baby and disappeared. I believed it all at first. So did I. I was completely bamboozled. You saw me. I did a video as soon as I heard about the story. I was like, what? This is insane. I want to bring awareness to this because, man, that's crazy that you're a good Samaritan and people try to take advantage of a good-hearted human being trying to just do the right thing and save a baby, only to find out that this whole thing was a fabrication. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. Judith on Facebook. Yes, Rico Suave does need to take notes. Let's be real. Why are they wasting time? Bust down that door. Oh, bust down that door and arrest that ass. I'm telling you, put the new jewelry on her. Come on, man. I'm telling you. Put the new jewelry on her and call it a day. Video told it all. Yeah, Debbie, it really did. Yep. Florida did. Sandy Yancey Smith. Yes. Florida did give her a scared straight treatment for sure. And I'm sure she's going to get out like tomorrow, or maybe she's already been released by this tonight. You never know. But yeah, they wanted to make sure she never does something like this again. They clearly were trying to teach her a lesson. But she's still looking at these charges. She's still facing those charges. And I also want to point out too, she was arrested in the morning, around 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning. She could have been processed and I'm sure released if the parents really wanted to get her out as soon as possible. But they didn't. So the parents are also in on trying to make sure she learns her lesson. CARLEE's parents, maybe you want to tear a page out of their out of their book real quick. I'm just saying, maybe just accidentally just drop her off in front of the precinct at the county jail. Whoops! Oh, we thought this was McDonald's. See you later. You know, something like that, maybe. Debbie, parents are doing tough love. CARLEE's parents reward bad behavior. Absolutely. Well, at least that's what we're seeing so far. That's what we're seeing so far. That's what it seems like. We don't know what's going on inside that house. We don't. I have to say that. We have to be somewhat fair. I understand. Emotions are high. People are angry about that kind of stuff. But we don't know what's going on inside that house. It could be hell on earth for CARLEE. She could be just holed up in her bedroom. You are not allowed to leave this house. You aren't going to be doing this, and this. We ain't giving you your phone. You aren't going to be on social media. You ain't going to do a doggone thing. I mean, that could be it. She's basically a prisoner in her own home with two very angry parents. Maybe that could be it. Or you could have daddy very mad and mama is trying to be on her side. You never know. You never know. D West on Facebook. About to say CARLEE's parents so busy trying to take up for her. They know damn well they don't believe that's a kidnapper. That's a kidnapper out there. The fact of having to keep up this act for so long. Yeah, I mean, see, there's a part of me that feels like they know something. And then there's another part of me that feels like they've just been bamboozled. I'm sitting on a fence. It's very uncomfortable sitting on this fence, but I'm sitting on the fence because we don't really know. Now, there could be a situation where they do know everything, but I still don't see how any parents would go out of their way, because I know for a fact I would never do that. Go on to national television, sit down with the Today Show, and say, yup, the abductor's still out there. The monster's still out there. I would never do it. So I don't know why any other parent would do that too. Die on the cross for their own child's lies like this, when you know for a fact there's no way she would have gotten away with it. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I feel like the parents did not know until they needed to know. That's what I think. Morgan on Facebook, she needs to be pulled out of her posh little existence and given a reality check in jail. I agree. I absolutely agree. But now when you see something like this, you have an 11-year-old that is being taught a serious lesson. She's 11 and she's being taught this lesson. Pranking 911. And this thing only lasted about 45 minutes, y'all. By 9:45 a.m., she texts 911 saying about this whole elaborate thing with her, taking of her friend. About 10:30, they were able to ping or trace her phone and go to the house. It was 45 minutes. Imagine 49 hours of this BS. And yet CARLEE's still out here breathing that freedom air. It just doesn't feel right, y'all. It just does not feel right at all. Anyway, guys, that's the video. That's the show. I appreciate all y'all for being here. It really does mean a lot. Really, it really does. I have a poll that I'm going to be putting out here on the community page in a little bit. So be sure to vote, because I'd like to hear your thoughts on something. I'm thinking about doing a subject matter, and I want to get your thoughts on it. So definitely be sure to vote, because if the poll ends up in favor of it, then I will do it. So definitely let me know, or keep an eye on it, and definitely let me know what you think in the poll. All right. But before we get going, please do me a favor, hit that like button down below. If you're watching on YouTube, on Facebook, please hit that reaction button as well. All right. Also, if you haven't done it on YouTube, crush that subscribe button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Don't forget to hit that follow and that like button on my Facebook page. I'm now putting a lot of content on Facebook as well. So please go hit that follow, hit that like button. All right. That'd be greatly appreciated. I appreciate all y'all for being here. Hopefully this 11-year-old kid learns her lesson learned her lesson and doesn't do this again. And hopefully, I'm hoping by tomorrow, we're finally hearing the end chapter of CARLEE Russell's case. That's what I'm hoping for. But you never know. You never know. So we're going to hold tight. And when that stuff all goes down, trust and believe we will be here to talk about it. But other than that, we got many, many other stories to go into, many other cases to bring awareness to. So be on the lookout. We got some really great content coming to you guys very, very soon. Okay. Anyway, guys, I appreciate all y'all. I appreciate y'all. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. Have a great night, guys. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.